Welcome to the Gentleman Ultras YouTube channel. As always, I'm Richard Hall. Just having a quick look over the papers, and today it's all about pretty much Juventus. Tuttosport, starting with it, you can see here that it's all about Dybala and Mr. Ronaldo. Sound like a broken record talking about these two, but it says Ronaldo stopped by flexor issue. He won't be playing today. It's up to La Gioia, that's Dybala, to lead Juventus against Atalanta. Gasperini, should we say, says we have the same ambitions as Bianconeri, but stress is all on them. He's right, because Juventus, we keep talking about, it's massive today for Juventus. If we quickly, actually, that's a good point to just quickly touch on with Gazzetta dello Sport. They say that Ronaldo leaves, won't play, should we say, for Juve. Dybala comes in. Dybala's always been the big game player, displaced by Ronaldo. Would they? The argument is Dybala's progress or the way he has been. Has it been hampered by the fact that Ronaldo's come in? Potentially yes, because Ronaldo is the big game player. But now, this is the time for Dybala to step up. This is the game. This is the one time that now Dybala can stand up and go, "This is look. I'm the future. I'm not just here to sit on the bench for because of Ronaldo." But Gazzetta point out again though that Juventus' record without Ronaldo isn't good. It's a huge game for Dybala, massive, massive, massive. So it's going to be such a decisive game for Juventus, decisive game for Pirlo, decisive game in my opinion, and for what that's worth, for how Juventus move forward. I think that if Dybala can step up and do something in this game, that it's going to be huge. Because it will say, I'm the future, in a sense. Not that Ronaldo is the past, because Ronaldo is a different level. But also the fact that they need to be able to plan with him and push forward. So, that's one to watch. Obviously, Inter are going to be talked about because of the situation. Another weird Conte. Not really impressed with this. Inter, the match ball. They keep loving Conte at the moment, which is fair enough, but Inter like a match ball, 12th consecutive victory on the cards. He meets his old mate Gattuso, and Gattuso also saying, he's realised that he's got critics, and maybe that he's the problem in Naples. Interesting, but we've talked about this many, many times. Which is as simple as this: which Napoli are going to turn up? It also talks about Milan here. Again, I don't know. There's a huge thing in Gazzetta dello Sport at the moment about Zlatan versus Samaka, and I don't know why. Yes, he's targeted to be the understudy of Zlatan. Blah blah blah. They're both the same height, but really, is there a comparison? I think we'll move away from that because it's not really what I particularly like. It's getting a bit boring. What a game last night. Cagliari, miracle. Florence is frightened. Race for safety. And the Viola did crumble against Sassuolo as well. There's Cagliari Parma. Wow. What a game. Just different level. Sardinians win in stoppage time. It's also goodbye to Crotone, just worth a quick mention there. But yeah, what a game that was. Again, Tuttosport, again, looking here is about understudies for Zlatan. Seems to be a thing. They're also talking about Moise Kean again. That's really, really gathering pace. He's obviously definitely going to leave at some point, and he looks like he's coming back to Italy without any question. Again, here in Tuttosport, it's looking like it's going to be Juventus back to Juve, because it says here his brother has been talking to Tuttosport saying that he dreams of Moise at Juve. But does Moise Kean dream of himself at Juve? So maybe I'm being quite critical of the papers this morning because it seems like a really slow news day. Yeah. Looking back at Inter here, I mean, it really is focusing Gazzetta dello Sport on the fact of Inter can take this title if they win at Napoli. They could. It's huge. It's a huge day. It would be huge for Italian football. A massive overhaul of what we And you can't talk about Juventus in a bad way, because what they've done over the last 10 years has been absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal. Huge club, done fantastically well, and have really set the bar. And when you look at, even when you talk about Cunning to be consistent, Cunning to do whatever, for instance, to win a championship would be phenomenal. I think the good thing about the take on all of these papers as well is that the fact that when you look at likes of Milan, we've got the likes of Inter, we've got the likes of Juventus, Napoli having issues, but what a squad they have. They've still got potential. Atalanta always punching with the weight. The strength of Italian football is getting better and better domestically. I think it is how it transitions now into Europe soon. Just how that can happen, I think that's the next step for Italian football. It is big, it's huge the way that they now need to perform. And Roma, we can't stress enough. I actually agree with the hype in the Italian papers recently about just how much they need to perform and win the Europa League, because Italy needs to be back on the European stage just as much as it does have strong domestic teams. The old additive, we've all heard it how many times: strong Milan, strong Inter, strong Juve. That's when Italian football is at its best. Well, do you know what? You might criticise me for this, but especially because people know obviously my leanings. But I don't think Juve are in crisis. I think Juventus are just simply turning a corner. They're a huge club and they will do well. Inter will do well, providing the ownership does as well as it does. And Milan are an absolute, overperformed. Teams like Atalanta, Napoli, credit them. It's in a healthy state, and let's hope it gets better. So, slow news day in the papers. Not really interested in most of that, and it was, some of the stories today were terrible. So yeah, ciao for now.